I remember I was a young engineer working in the oil and gas, so passionate about my job, passionate about what I was doing. And I was so proud to be an engineer. And to me, an engineer was, you get to the point. You don't use words just to impress people. You just use words to, influence people. You just get to the point. There is a problem, you go and solve that problem. That was it. And when you were talking to people, it's about going straight to the point. Okay, you have a problem. Those are the solutions. Go and implement those solutions. And I didn't understand why people were not listening to me. I couldn't understand, and I was so impassioned. And I realized that I wasn't good at communicating. I had those solutions in my head, and I just thought like, it's so logical. Anyone should just understand it, right? So when I got promoted and I needed to lead the team, it was a problem because I wanted them to do whatever I wanted to do, but I needed to influence them. I needed to guide them. I needed to be there for them as a leader. And what happened then is I was struggling. And then I decided, because I started reading those personal development books because I wanted to, improve. I wanted to become a manager, a leader, and that's how I came to be an entrepreneur. But back then I started reading, and I read the book from Tony Robbins. He was talking about the imitation technique. And so I just gave it a try. And I had a good friend of mine, a great communicator. He could turn someone from I hate that guy to I love that guy in 1 hour in a meeting. So I started watching him because I wanted to influence. I wanted to be a good communicator. And I started imitating him. And imitation is, you're not copying him because you're not him, but you're copying the traits that make him successful. So the way he was standing up during the meeting, the way he was talking eye to eye to people, the way he was taking the time to listen to the people, the way he was taking the time to explain and put everything in context, the way he was structuring his speech, going from the pains and the problems and what the people first wanted and turn that into what the team wanted to achieve. So you start first with the other person's interests because everyone think about themselves first. That's how we are in human nature. So the person you're talking to has their own interest. So you need to cater for their interest first. So all these I learned through watching him using the imitation technique. And that changed a lot in my life after that. A lot. And now I'm using this for everything I start. When I don't know how to start, when I try to learn something, that's how I learn. I imitate the people who are successful. When I started to go into business, I imitated the people who were in the exact situation than me, the circumstances in life and how they did to start their business. That's what I did. That's how I started my business on the side of my corporate job. You imitate. You look at the threats. What are they doing? How are they responding? How are they talking? How are they presenting themselves? What are the beliefs that they have? You imitate those threats. That's the only way you will learn. The same way children learn. They imitate their parents. They imitate their peers. So the imitation technique. Maybe you will struggle with this concept, but it's just a matter of how much you want to succeed. If you decided to lose weight, if you decided to make more money, if you decided that you want to be more outspoken, to have a lot more friends, if you decided all those things, to want to be a better communicator, if you really decided, how much effort are you willing to put in? Then the imitation technique. You're not copying anyone. And even if you're copying, the most important is that goal that you have. Are you reaching it? If you're not reaching it, then maybe try the imitation technique.